You think your doctor screwed up and caused you significant harm and injury, and now you want to bring a lawsuit against him. But as you call up different attorneys' offices, you're having a problem communicating your message and what the real issue is in your particular matter. Come join me as I share with you how to communicate the key issue in your particular case that will help you communicate that message to the attorney to decide whether or not your case is right for him. You want to know what this is about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. One of the biggest problems consumers, injured victims have when they call an attorney's office is that they have difficulty communicating what the problem is to the lawyer. Now, the attorney should be asking you a series of questions. And in fact, if you call my office, if you call me, I ask you basically 4 questions. And here's what I ask you. I ask you, when did this happen? I ask you, where did this happen? I want to know what permanent long-term injury you have because of whatever was done wrong. And then I'll ask you whether any doctor has confirmed your belief that something was done wrong. The answers to those questions give me a clear insight into whether or not you may have a valid case. So now, one of the things that you can do when you're talking to an attorney to communicate and tell him whether or not you have a valid case, you have to address the key issue in the case. The key issue is not all these perceived injustices that you've been through. The doctor slighted you. The doctor didn't show up afterwards. He didn't go ahead and hold your hand. He didn't tell you certain words afterwards, and now he's giving you comfort. That's not the issue in the case. The issue might be that there's a failure to diagnose your breast cancer, or that he did something improperly during the course of surgery, and now you suffered massive complications post-operatively. The key issue in the case is, what did the doctor do wrong, and what injury did you suffer as a result of that? That's critical for the attorney to understand. And if you can tell the attorney that in just a sentence or two, now all of a sudden the attorney immediately, in seconds, has a better idea and a better understanding of what type of case this is and whether or not you truly may have a valid basis for a case. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I don't really know what happened. I just know I went into the hospital with the following problem. The doctor gave me assurances everything would be fine, and now I came out with all these terrible complications. And you know what? That's understandable. Why? Because you cannot be expected to know exactly what was done wrong. You cannot be expected to know whether the problems and injuries that you have are directly related to something the doctor did wrong, and that's okay. But at least if you have a sense of what it was that was done wrong, now it gives the attorney a better idea of whether or not you may have a valid case. So now when you communicate with an attorney to determine whether or not you have a valid basis for a case, think about in your own mind, what was the key issue? What did the doctor do wrong? And what injuries do you have because of that? And by communicating that information to the attorney, you're going to hear the dog barking his head off because somebody just came in through the front door. Isn't that right? How do you like that? That's my attack dog. That's my attack dog, Bentley. He's going crazy because somebody just came in the front door. And of course, he's now interrupting this video, and I'm going to have to go back. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding as you're searching for the right attorney for you on how to communicate those messages with whichever attorney you pick up the phone to speak to. You know, I recognize you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you still haven't brought a lawsuit because you have questions that need answers still, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm going to go get my attack dog now and calm him down. Take care, everybody.